Okay guys, Homer Cocktail doing some vlogging here. This is Gumbo. This is Gumbo, number 10. Pretty much random or almost random stuff. Basically, I've got a backlog. Just gonna get rid of it. Get rid of the backlog. Okay, all right. This is a video. I'm watching TMZ, by the way. Yeah, TMZ right there. TMZ, watching TMZ. Oh, this Homer Cocktail doing the vlogging. It's so funny. The piece at the end of this, right after I talk right now, it's a borderline paranoid rant about people coming into computers. There's a computer right here, and screwing with your lives. And it has to do with the guilt trip, kind of. Not that I should feel guilty, but I was changing some of the descriptions in my videos because today YouTube is changing their format for their page layout. And here's what I think happened. I was in the middle of changing one of my descriptions, and it took like 5 or 10 minutes for me to write. And I had some personal issues and stuff. And then the fucking thing just blacked out. Not blacked out, but the you know, this thing right here, where you do the description. Well, this is not the thing I was doing. It was another one. But right there, it just fucking blacked out, man. It just fucking refreshed the page, basically. And whatever I was working on is gone. And then I couldn't get back on the internet for about 2 hours. So maybe there's other people today on YouTube, because here's my new hypothesis. The thing that's at the end of this was filmed before what I'm doing now. But there's this new publish button. See? That wasn't there before. And this thing used to be a solid color, by the way. But now it's, you know, kind of just striped. Has diagonal stripes there. Now, what I think happened now, there's no paranoid rant here. What I think happened now is I was just in the middle of my shit, of my stuff, while YouTube, you know, was going through their change. And if other people were uploading videos when I was, maybe they have, you know, same thing happen to them. I was actually not uploading, though. I was just simply changing the description of, you know, something through my video manager. But no, I think it's just that now. Because what I'm going to load says that maybe people get screwy, you know? People get screwy and they go into your computer. Oh, it's back on. The thing's back on. Anyway, that's the video I'm going to load. Unless this gets lost in the shuffle and it'll be something else. Woohoo! Okay, this is just a real quick insert. See, this is what I'm going through today. Right there. Today is a day where, whether you like it or not, YouTube is changing its layout. So, that's all I got. Yoo-hoo! Alright there! Check this out. You're not connected to a network. Here I am on a laptop computer, you can see. See? Laptop computer there. And, turn on wireless capability. Wow. Okay, I can tell you what's going on here. This is a Homer Cocktail doing some vlogging. Yes. Okay. Now, here's one of my smartphones right here. This thing's connected to the internet. I already checked it. Let's go ahead and verify this. Let's punch something in the good old Safari. Let's punch in pizza. Just a word, pizza. See that? Pizza. And then we're gonna go down here to search. Down here to search. Search for pizza. And you see that the Wi-Fi right there. The Wi-Fi is what's doing it. But this one's not connected. And I already checked my good old iPad tablet here. Checked it the same. To see, is my iPad connected? You know, because sometimes it happens where my mobile hotspot just stops working. Let's go ahead and do the same thing here. But instead of pizza, let's go spaghetti. There we got spaghetti. We're about to search. See that? Punched in spaghetti. Let's go spaghetti. It says connecting, loading, spaghetti, spaghetti. Oh, look at that. Look at that right there. There's even pictures. There's websites for spaghetti. Look at that. Okay. And I have an old iPhone right here. And leading up to this, I already punched in the word internet. You know, just for the sake of it. And you'll just have to trust me that it worked. Now, this is the first time that my laptop is saying, hey man, you're not connected. You're not connected. So, I'll tell you what I was doing. It says right here, check to see if the problem is fixed. Let's just check it real quick. I'll check it right in front of you. Maybe the problem's fixed. Resolving problems. Verifying the wireless connectivity problem is resolved. You know, go ahead and we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. But this is the first time if the internet's down, usually all my devices, you know, the phones, tablet, laptop, etc., usually they're all down. But what I was doing here is I was updating some of my videos. This past week, by the way, YouTube started a new format. And I'm a creator, or a partner, actually. I'm a partner. And I was, oh, problems were found, but not fixed. Wireless capability is turned off for some reason. It's not fixed. See that? So, for some reason, you know, I've been changing over my system and putting in new graphics, etc. And, the partners are supposed to be talking to the general public and giving them tips and all. So, I decided I'm going to upgrade some of my videos. As far as the descriptions. Some of them I've just filmed on my phone, you know, just my phone, without, you know, taking the time to put in keywords to help you find the video, etc. And a couple of years ago I graduated from a school in Claremont, and that's what I was working on. And you know, I was mentioning, hey, there's some highs and lows, and most descriptions I became a little more elaborate. Oh, I'm watching TMZ Live right now, by the way. So, anyhow, I went from just a simple grad, comma 7, grad, comma 5, and no description. The description actually is sent from phone, whatever it is, with no keywords. And I started to put in some reflections and give a little more substance to what the video is. And on one of them, you know, I talked about one of the lows. You know, I had mostly highs the majority of the time that I went to school there. But hey, there was bumps in the road, and I was going to talk about the bumps in the road. And I swear to God, less than 2 seconds, I was already in the motion. I was already in the motion of scrolling up to save my work. Okay, I wrote a lot of text. Some of it was pretty personal. I scrolled up, and I was about to do the right click. You know, you do the right click, and then it gives you a little prompt where you copy the text, because it's happened before that it doesn't save properly, right? So I was about to save my work. I was 2 seconds away from saving my freaking work, man. And then I started getting this crap that I'm not connected to the network. But not only that, man. Not only that, usually, you know, if the internet shuts off, it doesn't erase your work. It erased my work. It erased the screen I was on. It was weird. And, hey man, once I'm connected again, right, the tablet was temporarily disconnected, and there's a trick on the Virgin mobile hotspot where you get a paper clip and you shove the paper clip in a tiny hole, and then you take out the battery for 10 seconds and you press the button for 10 seconds or whatever. Then it resets the internet. Well, eventually this problem's probably going to get resolved. Right now it says not fixed. Eventually it's probably going to get resolved. But I worked in an internship for a guy that was real paranoid during the 90s about the internet and them being able to come into your files and search what you write. And I was like, dude, just get used to it. That's the future. That, you know, even if they could do that, why would they be doing that with you? I like this girl right here. She's pretty. She's funny. She's pretty and a homely kind of pretty. Now, anyway. So anyhow, freaking 2 seconds away from doing the, you know, right click, then copy, and, you know, even if it shuts down like this, I can repaste it. And it's not going to take more than 5 or 10 minutes to retype what I typed. But I might lose some of the emotion and a couple of the thoughts behind it. You know, that's the main thing. But man, when I very first you know, got on the internet, I started thinking about what this guy was saying though at this internship. And I started thinking, hey man, maybe there are some weirdos. Maybe there are some weirdos that are able to do it, and they do it. You know, we hear about piracy and stuff. But I went one further. And it has to do with this obscure discipline called parapsychology. About that maybe there's psychics out there, maybe there's people with clairvoyance or clairaudience, whatever it is, and the government, you know, or rich people are listening, you know, to our thoughts while we're over here criticizing them or whatever. And in this case, it's not the government, but a school that I went to in Claremont. And maybe they're out there thinking, and they decide, bam, shut them down, erase the screen, you know? Yeah. I did a piece on paranoia at Homer Cocktail 4. This is probably going to Homer Cocktail 34. Do I really believe that stuff? That's not the issue. The issue is, I don't know, man. Freaky things happen. Freaky things happen. When they happen, you start to wonder. Especially when it happens over and over. You know, after it happens a few times. The chances of winning lottery are less than getting hit by lightning. But hey, what's the chances that, you know, that my mentor was correct? Maybe they're fucking going through my files through this Wi-Fi, and they decided, shut him down, man. I don't like the way this is going. All right, pardon me.